Welcome to Wimborne Model Town.
In Wimborne, Dorset, sits a much-loved model town. Scaled to 1/10 the size of Wimborne, we delve into the history behind the model town and how this astonishing achievement has been built. With over 60 volunteers hard at work, the model town is getting prepared to open to its thousands of excited guests. With tensions getting high,
It's not an option, because then we're now messing around again.
everyone is working harder to reach the opening day.
Bit of a letdown, isn't it?
Will Wimborne Model Town be completed in time?
My name's Nick, I'm a General Manager of Wimborne Model Town. As you've joined us, we are halfway through towards finishing off our Winter Workshop programme. What we do in the Winter Workshop programme, we bring all our shop fronts, all windows in, they all get repainted, remade if necessary. Ladies take them next door, do interiors. We always look at trying to do new things to add to the model town. We have a maintenance team who are slowly fixing everything up, so hopefully they'll be done. We've got a railway team who are trying to get all the trains to work. The gardeners are trying to get everything to come into bloom for the season, so we're just hoping for some decent weather in the next month or so, and hopefully we can be ready to open.
A favourite among the guests is the model railway. The builders bring an incredible eye to detail and a strong love and passion for the model.
We operate and maintain the model railway, which is about 20 foot by 7 foot. Everything that goes on in the railway room is our responsibility. And so we do that. We've developed it over, this is the 9th year that we've operated this particular layout, and it's developed from each year. We've added things, changed things, improved, hopefully, things, so that it's of interest to the general public, and they seem to like it.
The history of the model town, it was an idea came up in the late 40s. Mr. Charles Coffin, and he went to Bourton-on-the-Water, and they had a 1/10 size model village of Bourton-on-the-Water. He thought that would be a great idea to bring to Wimborne, so in 1948 they started measuring all of Wimborne, all the buildings, etc. They purchased a site of land just behind the corn markets. And in 1951 they started erecting the models as what they are now.
With only 21 days to go, time is running out. As it starts to become busier, everyone is working as hard as possible to get the model town complete.
So this is a model town, and we're currently now setting up ready to open, so we're putting all windows back in. Every building has an individual number which is on a map, and every window has a unique number and code, so we can find where each window goes. And we just look at the numbers which are on the bottom, attach them into the window, and one of my volunteers who is helping me will come over and glue them in and fix them in permanently.
The pressure of completing the model town on time rises. The volunteers work tirelessly to make the town look perfect.
The volunteers are an amazing group. They work so hard, and they have the model town at heart. And they are friends. Not all the time.
It's nice to come and have some company and some conversation.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say intelligent.
Oh, you say that as well. No, intelligence doesn't worry me, as long as it's not a load of gibberish.
As the deadline approaches, the weather isn't on their side.
The weather is always against us, but especially this year it's been really, really wet. But yeah, hopefully we will open on time.
My main stress at the moment is hoping we have a dry period of weather for a week at least.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we try and put off as much as we can to do in the dry. Otherwise, we'll all be out in the pouring rain putting windows and shop fronts back in.
This is a model of the model town. This is a 100th scale of what Wimborne was in 1952. So the model town is 1/10, this is 100th, and that itself has another model inside as well. So when this is done, we'll probably take the roof off and then we'll start putting the models in.
There are only 7 days left to complete Wimborne's model town. Nick organises a coffee morning to thank everyone for their hard work.
We're putting all our shop stock out ready to sell. The ladies in the kitchen are getting ready for our coffee morning, our volunteers coffee morning, to say thank you very much for working so hard throughout the winter season and doing such an amazing job.
With the cakes out and lots of teas and coffees being made, the coffee morning is underway.
Good morning everyone, thank you for turning up. Shock horror, I'll keep the speech as short as possible so you can carry on with your coffee and cake. The model town means an awful lot to me. I moved to Wimborne 11 years ago and because of some health issues I wasn't able to work. I wanted to come and do something for the good of the community and to come out and meet people, so I decided to try and apply to the model town. As usual, the amount of work which has gone on through the winter workshops has been absolutely unbelievable. Thank you to every single one of you for all your hard work and support this year. The place looks amazing.
It is now the final day of work before Wimborne Model Town opens to the public. With less than 24 hours to go, the stress is getting to the team.
In the last week, we have put majority of windows back in, as you can see now. There's still one or two just to go back in. We've put all the shop fronts back in. We've put all the furniture out, the crazy golf out, all the dioramas in all of the buildings. We have set up the model of the model town ready with lights working, etc. The King's Head is working and we have tested everything.
The big day has finally come. After months of hard work, it has come down to this. Open day has arrived. The customers, however, have not.
And we are now open for 2023. Bit of a letdown, isn't it?
With a quiet start, Nick hopes that the day will pick up.
Be a lot happier once the first couple of people come through the doors and everything is working. At the moment it's a bit nerve-wracking, but we have done everything we can.
Well, I'm Chris Brown. I'm the Town Mayor's Sergeant and Crier of Wimborne Minster, and today we have the Wimborne Militia with us today, with one of the few towns, in fact the only town in the country, that has its own standing militia. And these guys come along and they help us celebrate things that are important, such as opening the model town. We do the tradition of scaring, which is to scare away evil spirits so that they will have a good season ahead.
With regards to your question of everything okay, well, the card machine's not working, obviously. It's something wrong with card machine. It's not an option because we're now messing around again. Not a great day. I won't give it. Not. Started off very quietly today because of the weather. As you can see, people are coming in now. It's a bit brighter. Everyone's a bit more happy. The rain doesn't do anything for anybody. Hopefully, the next week is looking dry, so hopefully things will start improving.
The volunteers are feeling hopeful. But what do the customers think of the work?
What we've seen, a little bit, the improvements over the years, it's really good. We all come as children.
Yeah, all of us come as children.
Because we all live local, so we've all been in here since the 50s.
Well,
but it's just part of Wimborne.
We still come back and still find it as good as when we did when we were children. Still find everything enjoyable.
And remembering all these things behind.
Yeah,
we know what's
50s.
Yeah, the 50s, the 60s. Remember that all. And there's people on there that I went to school with.
With the day nearly coming to a close, how does Nick think the day went?
Customers have really enjoyed it and said how well the place looks. Some of our regulars who have come back and got season tickets have said how good the place looks, how much everyone has done the work. Yes, it's all been very positive. Roll on winter workshops, only another 218 days to go.